No stink bug, no stink bug, no stink bug. Oh, juicy pear or booger?
This is disgusting, but I'm pretty sure I know what booger tastes like.
If you haven't eaten a booger, you're not human.
From the Xcel Energy Center in downtown St. Paul, this is Posted Up with Ryan Carter. And now from inside Gate 4 at MGL Tap House, here he is, the bird with the word, Ryan Carter.
What's up, Wild fans? We must have done something right last time around because you're back for episode 2 of Posted Up. This one happens to be a jammed-packed episode, so thank you for joining us. Make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Maybe give us the thumbs up because we're having a lot of fun. We want to keep that rolling here on the Wild YouTube channel. Marcus Foligno's on deck. He's going to hang with us a little bit. You won't want to miss it. We got a little taste test, but FYI, make sure you have a little puke bucket handy. KFAN's Brandon Mileski also joins us for a final. Let's go off the top of the post. Before we say goodbye to 2020 for good, we've got to say hello to the Minnesota Wild pup calendar. My personal favorite, Foxy Fiala. 2020 has been a year. Some may call it a dumpster fire. Before we can get to the elephant in the room, let's just take a second to reflect on some of the other crappy things that happened in 2020 that didn't get enough attention. How about Kobe's chopper accident, the Australian wildfires, stock market crashes, riots, protests. Let's not forget the murder hornet. All that crap happened, and I haven't even mentioned the Rona yet. I can remember in March telling buddies there's no way the NHL will pause. There I was sitting in San Jose getting ready to call a game, and Santa Clara County officials said not to assemble in groups of more than 1,000. That was the first time I sat to think, wow, this thing's really coming. It's real. It's going to be bad. From then on, that day, 2020 was more about surviving than it was about living. And for those of us fortunate enough to survive 2020 and all that chaos, the New Year's resolution that I want to focus on is let's make 2021 about living. I don't want some of these resolutions this year that I'm not going to eat junk. I'm going to get more sleep. I'm going to be more organized. It's about living. I'm going to eat that junk, but I'm going to embrace that junk. I'm going to get less sleep because I'm going to be out living. Speaking of eating junk, we got Marcus Foligno here who's about to get BeanBoozled. Stick with us. All right, welcome back to another special segment of Posted Up. With me today is Marcus Foligno. Marcus, how you doing, my man?
Good, yeah, thanks for having me on.
I do like the sweatshirt choice today. Can you pull that out for us? Give us a little look, fun guy.
Yeah, I got this after Kawhi Leonard when obviously being a huge bandwagon fan of the Raptors when they won it. So New Balance made a bunch of these sweaters, so I had to get one.
I'm going to test the truth of that sweatshirt today. Not yet, right off the bat. We'll get to that. You've got a new member to the family. You've got a new daughter. That makes 2 daughters, right?
Yeah, 2 girls now. Yeah. One's 2.5 and now one's 2 months. So yeah, it's been busy.
I'm gonna have to set up some club. It's an acronym, dude. Dad of only daughters, because I'm gonna need some counseling probably, or like a support group for when these girls get older. They're already starting to run my show. I don't know about yours.
Yeah. We got my daughter. We have a neighbor who there's a boy next door who's about 4, and she follows him around all the time. So my head's on a swivel whenever we go outside and play the park, and he comes around. So yeah, we can definitely start that group. I would be in that for sure.
You and I, we've fought before. I proved how manly you were with my face there, but people, I get it all the time. Like, it's how can you sit down and hang out with a guy that beat you up or that you fought like an hour before? I don't know your thoughts on it. Like, how does it feel like punching my face in?
It was a lucky punch. I closed my eyes and I swung for the fences. And if I knew who you were before fighting you, I probably wouldn't have fought you because I knew how good of a guy you are. So, but that's just how it goes sometimes. You get tagged and sometimes you tag the other guy.
Why don't you go ahead and put your fist up to the camera there real quick and show everybody how big your hands are. This is the view I got right there. That's what I was looking at. And
well, what happened before that though is I think we got in like a shoving match off the face-off draw or something, and I remember like the puck got dumped in, and you gave me like a cross check. I wasn't ready for it, but I think it came and hit my like even stick out of my face. But I think it's just because I was worried about getting hit with a puck as my defense shot it at us, and then he caught me off guard, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then I remember just kind of like slashing, and then you just said, "Let's go, man." And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Because I think Cam Jansen was on the other side with John Scott. And I'm like, I'm not fighting that guy, that's for sure.
You have amazing strength because I saw that big fist, just like that view, come right over my shoulder, hit me right in my mouth. And I go down, and somehow it went all the way down and tore my MCL. No, because I hit my knee on the ice, and that was it. So then you were nice enough to say, hey, you okay? And I was, yes, I'm fine. The trainer came out, they got me. And then in between periods, at the time, your dad was coaching me. And your dad comes into the training room, he's like, oh, I should have told you, Marcus is really tough. I was like, I didn't know. He's like, had I known you were gonna fight him, I would have given you a heads up. He's long and he's strong. And I was like, oh, thanks for the heads up now, coach. Do you have one of these in front of you?
Yeah, unfortunately I do.
I'll open mine too. I'm not all that excited about this.
BeanBoozled.
I don't know if it can get much worse than what's in here. We've got, the flavors are.
God. Peach barf. Boiled milk, stink bug, canned dog food. Are you kidding me?
Booger.
Do we have a bucket in here?
Why don't you give that card a little spin and we'll see what flavor we got to dive into.
Strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish?
Okay,
Oh,
that
that's
looks
the
like
worst.
orange with red
no.
dots.
So
Let's see,
are we
hold it
doing
up to
this?
the camera. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. That's disgusting. All right, let's see
Here
it.
goes some dead fish. Oh my god.
I got this.
Oh my god, man.
This is so
I
disgusting.
did not get the strawberry one, I'll tell you that. That smells like, yeah.
Oh, that's... All right, let's move on. Why don't you give it another spin?
No, let's not move on. I'm good. This has been a fun
We're
time,
done?
guys. Thanks for having me. All right, I'll spin one more time. Here we go. Coconut or spoiled milk?
Dude, I have to say though, if I had to pick one of these, that's probably the one I'd pick. I think I'd rather have spoiled milk more than any of these other flavors.
I'm very, very scared of that stink bug. I don't know why, but my eyes just keep going to it.
Cheers.
There you go.
Oh, spoiled milk.
Oh my
Disgusting.
god. Oh,
Did you get it too? You got spoiled milk too. Oh my god.
that is awful. That was way worse than I thought. Oh my, it's worse. That was worse than the dead fish. I have a 2-month-old, and that is worse than breast milk, man. That is spoiled breast milk. That's what that is.
We need to try stink bug.
I hope I get toasted marshmallow on this one. This would be huge. I'm going right here.
All right, that's it. That's the one. I'm gonna mentally prepare.
1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, it tastes like burnt toast, but not toast.
Tastes like a burnt turd, is what it tasted like.
We've been giving our daughter jelly beans when she goes in the potty because she's potty trained right now. So I might slip her one of these when she gets off the potty and just see how it goes.
Maybe she has to take from that jar when she misses the potty if she doesn't make it.
Here's a stink bug. You forgot to go in the potty.
Hey, I gotta deal with this stink bug. So do you.
Yeah.
You've proven you are the fun guy, man. That was a blast. Thanks. Thanks for being a good sport. Getting BeanBoozled, kind of disgusting.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me, and thanks for giving me some bad breath to go home. This is great.
All right,
Awesome.
dude. Take
Thanks,
it easy,
man.
man. All right, welcome back. Time for our final. With me is KFAN's Brandon Mileski. Mad producer, the Grum?
Not mad producer, no.
No, you're not mad producer. Tenna B.
Usually I get confused for Justin Guard. Now you're confusing me with Nordos. It happens when you're in the background a little bit.
So where does the nickname Tenna B come from?
There was an old Randy Moss soundbite. He was on a Tennessee Titans conference call with the Tennessee media. And he got on the call and he just said, "Yo, what up, Tennessee?" And then PA one day, because the first letter of my name is a B, just said, "Yo, what up, Tenna B?" And it's caught on.
I think we've talked about this before. You got to get a jingle going. You know that old song Tennessee? Is that Arrested Development?
Arrested Development, yes.
Get it going. Tenna B. We got to get a rap going to that.
A game of horseshoes.
Let's make a couple prop bets on the Wild. Winner gets either a tarp shooter or some swag. 5 Golden Light. What do you say?
I'm in.
Let's start with the elephant in the room. Who do you think the Wild are going to name their next captain?
But to me, Jared Spurgeon is, I think, Fiala's kind of getting in that mix, but best player on the team. He's making the most money. He's a great teammate from what I believe. He's going to be here for quite some time.
There's a lot of good candidates, and I can't rule out that they wouldn't throw a curveball in there and try to figure out, maybe give opportunity to who they believe to be the next captain, if that's somebody like a Fiala or a Kaprizov or somebody like that, right? So with that, I'm going to stick with my sentimental view and say that I think they're not going to name a captain, and they're going to roll 3 A's. I think they're going to let time play out and see who emerges as a leader. All right, you got Spurge. I got nobody. Who do you think the Wild's top line will be coming out of training camp?
Well, you get to go first.
I don't think they're going to stack up Kaprizov and Fiala. I think Fiala is going to be playing with a lefty, I think. So I'm going to go with Johansson, Fiala, and probably Parisi on the left.
So now do I have to say something different than that?
Yeah, you can pick the same. I think the center can be different.
I definitely will say Fiala. Fiala will be on the first line. I can promise you that. I'm guessing Parisi just because of his past history with the team is also going to be on the top line. If you're going to make me change it from what you got, though, I guess I'll just say Marco Rossi.
I like it. Okay, so next one, Wild's first goal of the year.
You're letting me go first here?
Yeah.
I guess I'll just take the best goal scorer on the team, and he'll be out there first shift. I'll go with Kevin Fiala.
I love a good story, and how great would it be for Kirill Kaprizov to score the first goal, so I'm going with Kirill.
You go with the Russian?
Their first game against the Kings, over-under shots, I'll say 32 shots.
32? That's a pretty good number. I think it might take a little bit for our offense to get going to where it needs to be, so I'm going to not be negative here, but and just for the sake of you keeping your career with the Wild, I'll take the under. You can take the over.
I was going to take the over because I think the D is going to be a little sloppy. I'll take the over. All right, man, that's it. So we've got our things, we've got our bits. I'm looking forward to maybe taking a tarp shooter off you here. Thanks for joining us, man. A lot of fun. And hey, guys, thank you for joining us. Happy 2021. I think we're all excited to say sayonara to 2020. We'll see you in a couple weeks.